All right, so today we're taking a deep dive into some seriously cool stuff happening in the world of AI. We've got some really interesting X posts and some breaking news. It's all about like AI's crazy fast evolution. Like how are they developing ethical frameworks for it? What are the safety concerns? And even like AI's role in helping us become a type 1 civilization. It's a lot to unpack, but I think it's going to be really, really fascinating.
You know what's really interesting to me is how AI is becoming less theoretical. It's actually like moving towards solving real world problems. And I think all these online discussions are starting to reflect that.
Yeah, it's like science fiction is becoming reality. Like, have you seen this buzz about a new AI model that learns and evolves just from interacting with data? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Can you explain how that works?
So it uses a type of reinforcement learning. So it's constantly interacting with information and getting feedback, and it adjusts its understanding based on that feedback. So it's this really dynamic process that lets the AI adapt and improve over time.
So it's constantly learning and evolving, like a digital brain just soaking up information. Some people on X are even saying AI is becoming self-aware. Is that even possible, or are we getting ahead of ourselves?
Well, self-awareness in AI is really complex. This new model is definitely learning in impressive ways. But I think it's important to remember that learning is different from consciousness. Like right now, AI is operating on algorithms and data processing. It's not conscious thought or like a subjective experience.
Okay, that makes sense. It's still mind-blowing to think about the possibilities, though.
Yeah.
Like imagine AI tackling climate change. It could analyze massive data sets and find solutions we haven't even thought of.
Yeah.
Or what about revolutionizing how we distribute energy around the world?
Yeah.
We could create a completely sustainable way of life.
Absolutely. The potential for AI to address global challenges is huge. For example, researchers are already developing AI-powered systems to optimize energy grids. They can predict and try to reduce environmental damage, even design way more efficient solar panels.
That ties into the whole type 1 civilization idea, right?
Yeah.
Just in case anyone listening isn't familiar, can you quickly explain what that means?
Sure. So a Type 1 civilization was this idea from physicist Nikolai Kardashev. It's basically a society that can use all the energy available on its planet. It's a sign of really advanced technology and development as a society. And AI could be the thing that helps us get to that level.
It's an exciting vision. Clean energy, sustainable resource management. We could even become a spacefaring civilization. But with AI evolving so quickly, there are also concerns about ethical frameworks and safety.
Right. Yeah. The speed of AI development means we need a really strong ethical framework. We need to make sure AI is used for good, for the benefit of all humanity.
I saw that a global summit just proposed a framework for ethical AI. They were emphasizing fairness and transparency. What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a good step towards setting guidelines for responsible AI development. The framework focuses on important things like data privacy, getting rid of algorithmic bias, and making sure humans are overseeing AI systems. That helps to address concerns about misuse or unintended consequences.
Transparency is so key, especially as AI starts making decisions that affect people's lives. There was an X post recently about an autonomous vehicle. It had to make a split-second decision in a really dangerous situation. It started a big debate about how much we can trust AI in life or death scenarios.
And that's where safety concerns come into play. AI could eliminate human error in these critical situations, but we need to make sure it's reliable and build in safeguards against unforeseen circumstances. Yeah, it's a constant process, refining the algorithms and testing the systems rigorously. And then we have to learn from how things work in the real world. The goal is to have an AI that's intelligent, but also dependable and safe for everybody.
Yeah, definitely the testing and refinement is super important, especially with AI becoming more integrated into our everyday lives. I was reading some stuff on X about AI's impact on the economy and the job market. Some people are worried about automation taking away people's jobs. What are your thoughts on that?
It's true that AI and automation could change the job market. It's possible some roles will become automated. But if you look at history, technological advancements often create new opportunities and even new industries.
So instead of worrying about job losses, maybe we should focus on how to adapt and get ready for these new roles that will pop up.
Yeah.
What skills do you think will be really important in an AI-driven future?
Oh, definitely adaptability and a willingness to learn. Skills in things like data analysis, AI development and maintenance, even creative problem solving will be highly sought after. I think we'll also need people who can bridge the gap between technology and human needs, to make sure AI is implemented ethically and benefits society as a whole.
That's a really great point. It's not about humans versus machines. It's about humans and machines working together to create a better future. I've even heard people talking about universal basic income as a possible solution for job displacement. What do you think about that?
Universal basic income is a really interesting concept. It suggests that if AI and automation create a lot of wealth, everyone should benefit from that.
Mhm.
It's a complicated idea, though. There are challenges with how to put it into practice and what it could mean for the economy. It really needs to be thought through carefully. We need to have conversations to figure out if it's even possible and what the impact would be.
Yeah, it definitely needs more exploration. It feels like we're on the verge of something new. AI could change not just our economy, but our whole way of life. So how do we make sure AI is developed and used in a way that aligns with our values and is good for all of humanity?
That's the big challenge and the opportunity. We need to be proactive about shaping the future of AI. We need to make sure it reflects our shared values and aspirations. We need to keep having these discussions about ethical guidelines and setting up regulatory frameworks
Mhm.
and educating the public about what AI can do and what its limitations are.
It's about finding that balance, right? Harnessing the power of AI for good, but also protecting ourselves from potential risks. It's a huge responsibility, and it's going to require everyone working together.
Exactly. It's a collaborative effort. It's not just scientists and engineers, it's policymakers, ethicists, and the public. We all have a role to play in shaping the future of AI. We have to make sure it creates a brighter future for everyone, a future where AI helps us solve global challenges, where it improves our quality of life, and expands our understanding of the universe.
Wow, that's a future I want to be a part of.
We talked about how AI could solve problems like climate change, it could revolutionize industries, even help us become a Type 1 civilization. And those are just a few examples. Imagine what it could do for healthcare, education, space exploration. AI could completely transform every aspect of our lives in ways we can't even imagine.
It's amazing to think about. But it's also important to remember that AI is a tool. And like any tool, it can be used for good or bad. The choices we make today are going to determine what the future looks like.
Exactly. It's up to us to guide the development and use of AI in a responsible and ethical way. We have to ask tough questions and challenge assumptions. Make sure AI serves humanity, not the other way around.
This deep dive has been so insightful. We covered so much. AI's evolution, the ethical frameworks, the safety concerns, and its potential to help us become a Type 1 civilization.
It has been fascinating. The key takeaway for me is that AI is not some distant futuristic idea. It's here, it's evolving rapidly, and it's already changing our world.
It's crucial that we stay informed and involved as AI keeps evolving. We need to make sure AI aligns with our values and is good for humanity.
I completely agree. It's a collective responsibility that requires us to keep talking and working together. We have to harness AI's power for good.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, do you have any final thoughts for our listeners?
I'd say embrace the potential of AI with optimism and a sense of wonder, but approach it with a critical eye and a commitment to ethical development. Let's work together to ensure AI becomes a force for positive change, a tool that helps us create a brighter future for everyone.
That's a powerful message. It reminds us that we all have a role to play in shaping the future of AI and making sure it leads to a future where humanity thrives. Thanks for joining us today for this deep dive. It's been so inspiring and thought-provoking. We've explored the amazing possibilities of AI and the challenges we face as we navigate this uncharted territory.
It's been a pleasure. Remember, the future isn't set in stone. We create it together. If we embrace the potential of AI with responsibility and foresight, we can build a future where technology empowers us to achieve incredible things.
That's so inspiring. It's a reminder that we can all contribute to shaping the future of AI and make sure it leads to a future where humanity truly flourishes. Thanks again for joining us on this amazing journey.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really is inspiring to hear such a positive outlook on what AI could do. And you're right, it's not just about these huge advancements we always hear about. Like AI is already making a difference in our everyday lives. Sometimes we might not even notice it.
Exactly. Think about personalized learning experiences powered by AI, or healthcare apps that use AI to track our health and give us advice. These are just a couple of examples of how AI is already making our lives better.
Yeah, it's amazing how AI is becoming part of everything. And like we were talking about, it could help us solve some of the biggest challenges humanity faces. Things like climate change and not having enough resources.
Right. AI can analyze huge amounts of data and spot patterns that humans might miss, and then it can come up with solutions. This could be huge for developing sustainable practices, using resources more efficiently, even predicting and preventing environmental disasters.
It's like having this super intelligent partner helping us solve problems that have been around forever. It makes you wonder if AI could be the key to a future where everyone has enough and we're all doing well.
That's definitely a possibility. And it's not just about having material things. AI could help create a more fair and just society. By identifying and fixing systemic biases, making sure everyone has access to education and healthcare, and helping people reach their full potential.
That's a vision of the future where technology actually helps create positive social change. But as we move towards that future, it's so important to keep human values in mind.
Absolutely. Technology should help us be more human, not less. We need to make sure AI is developed and used in a way that respects human dignity, promotes empathy and compassion, and helps us connect with each other.
It's like a reminder that even with all this advanced technology, human values are more important than ever. So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's your final message for our listeners?
Embrace the power of AI, but do it responsibly and with a purpose. Remember, the future is a reflection of the choices we make today. Let's choose to use AI wisely, ethically, and with compassion so we can build a future where humanity flourishes.
That's a really inspiring message. It's a call to action for all of us to be involved in shaping the future of AI and to work together to create a better world. Thanks for joining us today for this incredible journey. It's been amazing to explore the possibilities of AI with you and to talk about the challenges we need to address as we move forward.
It's been my pleasure. Remember, the future isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we build together. Let's make sure we build a future where AI helps humanity reach new heights of progress and well-being.
That's a perfect note to end on. Thanks again for being here and for sharing your insights.
Thank you for having me.